This was me on Saturday morning. I just got my POV camera and I was very excited to see how it went. And this was me 30 minutes later. Just going down the driveway, you can hear it going tink tink. Yeah, it's not good. Some say Skylines are not reliable. And to those people, I say you might be onto something. A quick 30-minute drive, absolute cum explosion, has nearly costed me my car. Just grease fucking everywhere. At this point, I didn't even know that the grease explosion had happened. This was the least of my concerns. We had a much more urgent issue that needed attending to. With the rotations of the wheels, I could hear something going tonk tonk tonk. That's my sound effects, by the way. And it sounded very dangerous. I had no idea what it was. Either maybe the brakes had fallen apart, the high cast had done something dodgy, or maybe a wheel bearing. And the best part is, I had an event tomorrow that I needed to attend to, driving through the mountains with a bunch of other Skylines. And I couldn't do that if my car had a dodgy issue like this. And I only had a few hours of sunlight left, so I had to try my best to get it ready tonight. My plan today was actually to tidy this garage and then start making the video on this car. But that has other plans, so unfortunately that's going to put a further delay. My plan was to jack up the wheels so they're off the ground and I was able to spin them by hand and hopefully recreate the noise. So I went for you couldn't even call it spirited drive, it was pretty chill, to be honest. I'm also checking for play in all directions. Fucking heavy. That doesn't look like there's play to me. Is that normal? I'm trying to spin the wheel and get it to recreate the noise, but it is very heavy and difficult to do. I could turn it on and put it in gear, but I wouldn't want it to send power to the front. It shouldn't, but imagine if it did. So I thought of a genius idea. I'm going to turn the car on, but because it might send power to the front, first I'll get the front off the ground as well, so that if it does send power to the front, it doesn't launch off the jack stands. Ow. Now this feels like the part where I say something inspirational, so I'll try my best to do that. Sometimes things don't always go right and you've got to work on them, and quite often they'll literally cause you to bleed. They'll have you laying underneath there looking up, just contemplating life, and of course you'll be sweating, and that's why we say we put our blood, sweat and tears into these things. But it's worth it because it builds the bond. Well, of course, now that I've got the car jacked up, I don't hear it. Ooh. Hopefully I didn't just break the camera. I need to rev it. But how am I going to get over there? It was around now I decided getting my trusty assistant to rev it would be a good idea so that I could listen to the wheels spinning. I'll do go again? Yeah, go. And surprise, surprise, of course, now that I'm trying to listen for it, it doesn't want to do it. One more? Just to get a sound clip. I didn't hear anything. But what I did hear is the exhaust sounded really cool and go plop plop plop. Every time you come off. Plop, plop, plop. So that's kind of annoying. Alright, well in that case, I'll just wipe this grease off for now. So as I hopelessly stared underneath my car, trying to think of what to do next or how I was going to get it sorted before tomorrow's meet, I decided all I could do is clean up the grease so it doesn't get on my brakes and cause me to crash and die. My leg! I've already done passenger side CV boot, and now I need to do the driver's side. But for now, I'll just clean up as much grease as I can, because I don't have a CV boot with me. So for all that finally cleaned up, I made the decision. The next step was to take the wheel off and inspect everything, and see if I can find the culprit for the mysterious knocking noise. No in and out play. I don't think that's good. I identified some play in my steering rack ends on the high cast. I was unsure if this was what was causing the noise. I didn't think it was, but I was not sure. I was starting to get worried that at this rate I wasn't going to make it to tomorrow's meet, so I only had one option left: drive the car again and hope the noise is gone. Okay, we're gonna go for a drive and see if it's still doing the noise. I might just roll back first with the car off, see if I can hear anything. Nope. Oh, I heard like a little donk. Well, it doesn't seem to be doing it, but I literally haven't fixed anything. It seems like it's fixed itself. Typical, right? I don't know how much you can see with that visor down. It's literally not doing it. It's so weird. It was so loud, like it was a problem. Like it was loud to the point where like I was like, fuck, something's gone properly wrong here, and now it's just not doing it at all. I don't know whether to be grateful or concerned. If you guys have any ideas, drop them below, because I have got no idea. So after all that, in classic Skyline fashion, we couldn't find anything wrong, and suddenly there's nothing wrong. Was I just imagining things the whole time? Or was it maybe just a massive stone in the brakes? Or maybe something stuck to the hot tyres? Unfortunately, I guess we'll never know, but we can now be thankful that it seems to be okay, and that tomorrow's drive, an epic video, is gonna happen. So stay tuned for that, because that's gonna be awesome. I need to wash it, but I guess that'll conclude for now. Man, I really don't know. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye. Hey!